Hi everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel BBC World News. In today's video, we will share it with you latest news. Mine warning for northern Gaza draws US rebuke and raises question. The dispute highlights the difficulties with data collection in Gaza that have hampered humanitarian efforts since the war began. US diplomat on Tuesday slammed a new report on food security in the Gaza Strip that said famine was highly likely part of the enclave, with the Christendom confusion and controversy over a humanitarian crisis that has drawn significant international attention. The report released on Monday by the Famine Early Warning System Network Food Security Initiative known as FEWSnet cited recent food supply data and population estimated to suggest that northern Gaza, where Israel has renewed its military campaign over the last 3 months, was reaching famine condition. In response, Jack Lew, a diplomat serving as the US ambassador to Israel, said on Tuesday that FEWSnet's report was irresponsible and relied on outdated and inaccurate population data, making it a poor predictor of food security issue. At a time when inaccurate information is causing confusion and accusations, it is irresponsible to issue a report like this, Mr. Liu said. We work day and night with the UN and our Israeli partners to meet humanitarian needs, which are great. The dispute highlights the difficulties with data collection in Gaza that have hampered humanitarian efforts since the war began. Israel's bombardment of the enclave, which began after a Hamas-led attack on Israel on 7 October 2023, has forced repeated mass displacement and made it extremely difficult for aid groups to track civilians, determine their need, and critically gain an understanding of how much shift in population data may reflect displacement or death. Israel had said that it works hard to facilitate supplies to Gaza, but that the aid groups have often failed to deliver assistance because of widespread looting and lawlessness. The Biden administration warned Israel in October to let more aid in or face restrictions on military assistance. In November, it said that Israel had made important change to improve the supply flow, but that more still needed to be done. Mr. Liu's objection to the FEWSnet report came down a difference in estimating the size of northern Gaza population. The report estimated that 65,000 to 75,000 people were still living there. Mr. Liu argued that only 7,000 to 15,000 civilians lived in the area, meaning that fewer resources would be necessary to sustain them. He said his range was based on two separate sets of data, one from the United Nations that estimated 10,000 to 15,000 civilians in the area, and another from Israeli authorities estimating 5,000 to 9,000. The Israeli authority that coordinates the flow of goods to Gaza, known as OGAD, did not respond to requests for comment on the new food security report, but in a statement on social media on Monday, the Israel agency disputed on unnamed recent report that it said deliberately and inaccurately ignored the extensive humanitarian efforts made by Israel in the northern Gaza Strip and creates a false representation for the international community. Usenet said on Tuesday that it had relied on UNA figure from mid-November to comply with the report and that it would update its findings based on more recent number, but it did not withdraw the assessment. Regardless of the population size in northern Gaza, OCA, the UN agency for coordination of humanitarian affairs, said on Tuesday that the humanitarian supplies reaching the area were insufficient to support the remaining civilians there. It accused Israeli authority of denying most UN attempt to coordinate humanitarian access to the area in December and expressed alarm over violence in and around hospitals. The UN agency said that a hasty evacuation and military strike are near 3 hospitals in recent days had left on facility with almost no staff member on site and caused panic and damage in the other two. The Israeli military said on Tuesday that it had conducted a limited operation against militants near the Indonesian hospital in northern Gaza after fighters and planted explosives in the area. The hospital was evacuated before the operation. According to the military, 5 militants were killed in the attack, the military said, and multiple other militants were later arrested. It said including one involved in the October 7, 2023 attack. Israel has accused Hamas of exploiting civilian population and infrastructure in Gaza in violation of international law and says it make effort to mitigate civilian harm. Such attacks have been deliberately relentless part of Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu's stated strategy to wear Hamas down and create conditions for a ceasefire deal, but he has not given any timeline for a deal even as the Palestinian death toll rises and evidence mounts that Israeli military action have most likely contributed to the death of hostages in Gaza, according to the military-owned probe. Authorities in Gaza do not distinguish between civilian and combatant death. Based on their figure, more than 3,780 people have been killed in Gaza since October of this year, and more than 45,000 have been killed since the start of the war. Many of those killed in northern Gaza and throughout the enclave have been civilian. Though it is unclear precisely what proportion the key makeup of the total death toll. Get your daily close of entertainment. Subscribe today for new videos every day. Thanks for watching. For more, have a nice time. Goodbye.